Wonderful topic, wonderful discussions, yet the topic is highly controversial and it will lead to a lot of controversy with no result, because ultimately the decision is in the hand of political powers. No human being can do anything about this particular sustainable development unless the government plays an active role. I hope you agree with that. It's all the powers. It's a game of powers, ladies and gentlemen. And we have nothing to say. We have just to vote. And voting for the right person is very difficult in today's world. And often we see the right person doesn't come to the right chair. And the right chair does not have the right person many a times. And that is why these debatable topics have actually come into the world. Thank you. Sustainable development goes back to 500 BC. It's not a recent topic. 500 BC. That's the history. Only after the Second World War, it came into active mode. When the capitalist countries actually felt that their survival was at stake, because third world countries also wanted to come up in the world at par with the capitalist countries in order to make a living. If that would have happened, ladies and gentlemen, the survival of the first world countries would have been at stake. Therefore, in order to curb so many freedoms which they enjoyed, they did not want the third world countries to enjoy, and also the poor countries come into that category. India being one. Because of that, veto power of the UN is with most of the capitalist countries. So they basically rule the world. Anyway, sustainable development. We are sitting in an air-conditioned room. We are talking sustainable development. We kill 6 trillion animals every week. We are talking sustainable development. We are spoiling the age of our children. We are talking sustainable development. We are giving laptops and internet connections to our small children. And we are proud. मेरा बेटा YouTube चला लेता है, कंप्यूटर में काम कर लेता है, गेम खेल लेता, पढ़ लेता, क्लासेस अटेंड करता. We call this sustainable development. Look at the topic, ladies and gentlemen. Sustainable development is for the new generation to come, which has not yet been born. But then, the ultimate result is, the present generation will only give rise to the new generation, and the present generation is nothing but a very weak generation which is coming up in body, mind and spirit. Because of the computer radiation, a number of hazards have happened, already happened and will happen. What we talk about advanced technology hardly exists. Hardly exists. It's only making the work easy for the capitalist countries to make money from the poor countries of the world. Agree?
Yes, sir.
It's the capitalist countries who find out continuous methods to earn money from the poor countries, and we poor countries, despite having education of this high quality, we have IIMs, we have IITs, we have a lot of engineering colleges, we've got everything. Yet, if Tata Steel has to consult some management consultancy, it goes to McKinsey. Not Accelerate, not IIM. This is the paradox of sustainable development. There's a big hiatus between the two. What do they want? What do they give? And what are they expecting of us? Look at the teachers. The condition is miserable. They expect to be very happy in house, in their home, in the profession, as well as the output. Impossible because of job demand. Competition. We are trying for a competition which does not exist. There is no competition which exists, only the competition is with you and only with you. Full marks are 100, it cannot be 101. So those who get 99, they praise the person who's got 100. I hope you agree with that also. And the world calls them intelligent. They are not. They are just doing children. The new disease, so many. Psychosomatic disease. The disease of the parents have come into the children. You must have found the new trend. Most of the children are unable to speak till the age of 5. Most of them. That's the new thing. Why? Because of the ultimate radiation. And then we are talking about 4G, 5G, 6G, 8G. In 1G we could not control the world. We are talking 8G. Imagine what is going to happen. The radiation will spoil and permeate our body completely, and finally will be nothing but a bag of bones. That's all. For whom are we struggling? Are we struggling for those bag of bones who will be born, who will not be able to sit properly, stand properly, think properly, speak properly, or even live properly? You can see the mushrooming nursing homes. What do they indicate? Once upon a time they did not exist, but now every gully will have a nursing home. Why? Because the number of sicknesses and illnesses have multiplied tremendously. Parents have become careless because the society does not find a right example. Once upon a time, the fathers were very proud of their children and they used to say, "Mera beta mere jaisa hona chahiye." But nowadays, the story is not the same in most cases. Mother used to say, "Meri beti mere jaise honi chahiye." Again, the story is not the same. And most important, teachers. Where two fail, father and mother, when they fail, the role of the teachers is very important. How many teachers we sitting here can we say कि हमारा बच्चा हमारे जैसा होना चाहिए? बच्चा means our student. Very difficult. And then we are teaching sustainable development. We are having seminars on sustainable development. Then HR, human resource development. Are we talking about human resource or are we talking about humane resource? Spelling Human and Humane. Big difference between the two. All humans are converted into humans. It's a resource. Resource you understand very well. Another thing, very, very important, where the problems begin. There is a big difference between growth and development. The world has failed to understand the actual meaning of that. And that is why most of the papers have been misled by the topic. Growth is nothing but quantitative increase in anything that is called growth. And development is qualitative increase in anything is called development. Look at our papers that we presented. Look at the activities that we do. Are we heading towards qualitative improvement? In everything that we do, think and say, is there any quality which is existing? Leave alone ISI, leave alone ISO, leave alone any branding. Minus that, is there any quality with which you can survive? Big question. It's a big thing to it. Nothing of this category, neither the topic was hinted in any of the papers. Sustainable development, environment does not require. It is the human beings who actually require sustainable development, ladies and gentlemen, find it. We require to be sustainable. We require to live. We require the quality of life that ought to be lived by a human being. But again, where are we living? Are we living or a living dead or a dead living? We cannot think, we cannot do, we cannot say as we do. Definitely, the repercussions are felt. And therefore, no matter how we talk, whatever we talk about sustainable development, it will always remain a controversy. Always. Because for us, sustainable development is something, for the government, it is something else. Both cannot ever come to an agreement. It is very difficult. If they talk sustainable development, they will not be able to make money. If they have to make money, sustainable development has to be compromised with. Therefore, keeping short, in the words of Milton, to the world, arise, awake, or forever be fallen. Thank you.